But as we want to be on time, we get started. So to everybody who is on the call right now or comes in later or listens to the recording, I'm highly, highly excited, just back from Johannesburg. So another leadership development weekend, absolutely exciting. I mean, in Cape Town, we had around about 500 people, 560 people there. But Joburg, they showed really Cape Town the way. It was more than 1,000 people. It was sold out to the last seat. You can't even imagine. I mean, the people in the background who had to organize everything for us, the staff, they were like overwhelmed, but they wanted really to allow everybody who was qualified to come in. We had people who qualified just actually on the day before, and they still made it to the leadership development weekend. So people really understood all of a sudden the importance of the leadership development weekend and didn't want to miss out on this special event. And I'm really very, very excited. I just want to go through a couple of photos with you. I couldn't capture all the photos now on the presentation quick. But I mean, the amazing Quentin Rivard. And I mean, Quentin Rivard, I still try to remember how he wants now to pronounce his name. And but he was absolutely mind-boggling. I heard him in Cape Town, and obviously you expect he's more or less the same in Joburg, but boy, oh boy, I can tell you, this man was on fire. I think he just warmed up in Cape Town to show his real profile in Johannesburg. Don't feel sorry if you were only in Cape Town, but I can tell you it's always best actually to be at both events, and I'm glad I did. It was absolutely amazing. Here you see some of our awesome leaders in Johannesburg. I'm very, very proud of you seeing in the picture Chantal and your beautiful husband Edward van der Merwe, just newly qualified supervisor. They got their recognition there at the event. And also David Isterhuising, who's brand new supervisor on his way to active supervisor, and he got his recognition there on stage at the leadership development weekend. And then our brand new active supervisor also recognized, where we have seen the picture, Frederick Fischer, and we see one stone qualifier here on the picture, which is Miloska. She qualified for 1 stone already, meaning that she has an active supervisor line already. And how beautiful it is. It's actually her soon-to-be husband, and he qualified. They don't got one number. No, they want to do the real deal. Each one of them does his own business, and I like really that healthy competition, and they just go for it. And I want to use the opportunity so that you can hear a little bit what happened actually at the event. How did everybody feel about it? And I just want to hand over to you, FC, and share a little bit your emotions. Obviously, we can't give you all the training we heard. We want to give you a nugget later on when we talk about the new membership pack, because that's important. That's available from tomorrow onwards. You want to know what is the new membership pack. You want to know how to work with it. But obviously, you need to know at least what kind of feeling does somebody get from the first leadership development weekend, or now from somebody who is experienced like FC and Miloska, what they have got out of the leadership development weekend. So without any further ado, over to you, FC and Miloska. I don't know who has the right to speak first.
Do I? Okay, cool. I usually say ladies first, but all right, I'll go first. All right, cool. Thanks, Bia. So I think I'll start just with basically what I got out of the leadership development. Obviously, like you said, the training is one thing, but a really good friend of mine also said, it's also a very, very high flyer in Herbalife, and he said, you know what, it's actually not so much about the training that goes on there. Yes, there is a place for that, but it's the emotion that you actually gets created behind it. That really, really sticks with you, and that is actually what you really, really want. So what I got out of the leadership development weekend from Quentin, obviously there was a bunch of stuff, but the thing that really, really stuck with me is just how he said that he was a hard worker from point go, but he was really, really stuck for his very first year. He was stuck at World Team and he just couldn't get past that. And there was only one reason, because he wasn't plugging his people into any support structure. Now, support structure is HRM, LDW, a call may it be, or a way in, or whatever it may be. But there was no support structure that he plugged his people in. And that, I mean, that was just such an eye-opener, but just how important it really, really is. So it was really mind-boggling. But the other thing as well, I've gotten a little bit of a taste of that now, especially with the HRMs. I've locked in arms with some of the leaders on this side, and we've created our own HRMs on the East Rand here. But it's super awesome when you actually start to get involved in it, and you start organizing it, and you see how the whole thing runs out. But the best feeling of all is when your members start plugging in, and then when your members actually start to take your place, when they start doing the slots, when they start organizing everything. That is really a feeling that I just absolutely cannot describe. And that is what it's all about. It's not so much about going to the HRMs. I'm just saying a HRM now, for instance, because that's basically what I had most of my experience with David now. But it's really not so much about just the training and everything that gets said there, but about the growth. When you see the growth in the person, and the growth in yourself, because I mean, you plug in and then you start getting other people that gets plugged in, and their member starts getting plugged in, and it's absolutely incredible just to see how this thing happens. Martin actually also, he really said a cool thing. This whole business on Herbalife is actually built on 7 people. Now, I only know 2 of those people's names, and that is actually what you want to do, is you want to create a network that is so self-sufficient that people don't need you at all. This whole thing can just run on its own. And the only way that you can do that is when you start plugging your people into the support structure and just letting them see the vision, and they learn how to do it and they grow. Because at the end of the day, one day when my team is so big, I will want to create my own HRM, where my team can also help me with the leadership. But the only way you learn how to do that is when you actually start plugging in and you start learning how to do it firsthand, doing your Mark Hughes, doing the marketing plan, being MC, eventually being a guest speaker. And it's absolutely incredible. So the new member pack is I'm also very, very excited for. So I've had a couple of ideas on what I want to do with it. So can I basically just give an example, Bia?
You can.
Awesome. So what I was thinking of how I want to use it is, if I do, obviously there's lots of ways. I'm going to play around with it. So this is just the idea. It's not to say that it necessarily is going to work. You're still going to have to play around with it. But how I think it will work really well is if you have a member that was already on the product, and they are ready to carry on with it and get the discount, I would actually get them to use this new one, because they will obviously immediately benefit from the 25% discount, but straight up get the 3 trial packs. For those who don't know, sorry, let me just start there. For those who don't know the new member pack, you now get a member pack that it costs 520 Rand. It's 530 Rand. It's 30 Rand more than the old one, but you don't get one big shake in it anymore. Now you get 3 trial packs, 3 shakers in it, and a whole lot of content. They've got such an awesome support structure that they've put onto it. They've got a whole SMS system. Basically, what you do when a person starts with a trial, this SMS system is going to do for you and just remind you. It's such a cool thing. I really, really advise you to just maybe get hold of some of the people that were at the LDW just to show you some of the slides. It's really, really awesome. It's going to be a really cool thing. But yeah, like I was saying, I think how I want to use it is if I do have a customer that has already been on the products and they want to sign up, I will actually let them sign up with this one, because then they already have 3 trial packs and they can get 3 people immediately on the products with them. So if you sell that for 100 Rand each trial pack, that's 300 Rand that the person gets back. And if they have to buy their own shake, it's about 300 Rand. So in actual fact, they are not paying anything for that shake, with the potential of that 3 people upgrading, making an income, so the person can just really see the bigger picture behind it very quickly. I think if you really, really hit it in a month's time, you can have 3 people signed up with 15 customers already at it in your very first month. So, I mean, if you talk about map activation, I think this is really, really the way to go, because you're not going to get a faster way to do it. So yeah, that's basically how I think I'm going to use it for one of my methods. There's a couple of others, but I think that one is going to be really, really effective and really awesome. So yeah.
Fantastic, Effie. Thank you very much for sharing. We were just talking also about the Fit Club, which was on Sunday morning, absolutely fully packed and such an inspiration that I heard now you basically start to continue with your boot camp and you implemented a lot of simple ideas this awesome leader from France shared with us. So absolutely stunning. Thank you for your feedback, FC, and over to Milaska.
Awesome.
Hi, everybody. So for me, it was a lot more of an emotional connection. I really felt once again that, you know, everything is birthed out of your intention. You know, it reminded me so much of Garen Jones, because Garen Jones also spoke so much about your intention, you know, like, why are you doing this? If you're going out there because you're afraid that you're not going to be able to pay your bills, it's going to be a different energy. You're going to attract a different vibe. You're going to give off a different vibe. Everything is going to be a different experience. And when you do stuff for love, you know, he spoke so much about opening your heart and really feeling your every moment, living in the moment. I mean, when he was up here, he bungee jumped and skydived, and he was saying, like, he just realized every time he was like falling through the air, how important it is to live in the moment. And he says, when you speak to clients, be in the moment with them. That's something that Mark Hughes did very well. People always say that when Mark Hughes spoke to them, it felt like they were the only people in the whole world. You know, that there was no one else in the room. It was just them and Mark, you know. And that is what makes people want to be around you. They want to listen to you. They want to engage with you because it's honest and it's true and it's all that stuff. So for me, I got so much of that just reminding me that don't focus on these little things. He was saying that the outside world, focusing on your customers complaining, focusing on your members that are falling, or focusing on how you're tired, everything from the outside in, if you focus on that, it will dismantle you. If you focus on the inside, what have I got to offer? I am love. I am enough. I'm worthy of what I do, you know. I'm worthy of what I earn because I'm changing lives, all that stuff. It just bleeds out of you. So for me, it was really a mindset shift training, because for me, I feel like I get stuck in that other place a lot of the time, which holds me back. You know, he says that this business is simple, but our biggest thing is just holding ourselves back, you know? And it was really hectic because this morning, one of my members phoned me, and she says that one of her members, which is a family friend of theirs, or actually their family, yeah, her father passed away this morning from a heart attack. And both of them are distributors. Both of them have thought to get him on the products because he has high blood pressure, he has cholesterol, he has diabetes, he has every precursor to something that's about to happen. And nobody moved, because for them it's, can they afford it? Can they, all this stuff? And now they would give every cent that they have to take back that time to get those products into his body, because they've both had amazing results. They've both had their health improved. I mean, my friend Chantal, she looks like a completely different person now after the last 5 months. And, you know, I said to her on the phone, I was like, I don't mean to make this about Herbalife, but it just really restored that passion and that fire in me of, we need to speak to everyone, and we can't wait because people are dying. This is not a Nesquik milkshake we're offering to people, guys. This is someone's life that tomorrow might not be there anymore. You know, not that we're making medical claims, but we all know how our lives have improved from these products, you know. I mean, Steve Ortman said to us the one day, who of you are not grateful that someone spoke to you about Herbalife in this room. Every single one of us are so grateful for the day that someone spoke to us about the products, but yet we walk around feeling like we're a burden, we can't, we're shy, you know. And Quentin said he tells himself every day, I am a gift. What I have to offer is a life-changing gift to someone. And when I speak to them, I make it about them, you know. So for me, his training was amazing, his steps was amazing, his structures were amazing. But for me, it once again was a thing of, wow, my heart, you know. And I was doing a lot of introspection in this week and lots of stuff of how am I going to change my mindset? Because, you know, you spend a lot of time around a lot of negative people in this business sometimes, because not everybody in Herbalife is always positive. Not going to lie. There's a lot of people that if you listen to them long enough, you'll get negative as well. And it's important to fix your focus on the people that remind you, why did you start this in the first place? You know, for me, I started it because I wanted to do something impactful with my life. I wasn't happy just making commission, you know, and that wasn't a big enough purpose for me. Although the money was good, it wasn't enough. I felt like I was dried up inside. So, you know, and now with Herbalife, over time, it's easy to forget that, you know, and that fire. So, yeah, Quentin totally just lit up that fire all over again. And I'm so grateful I went. I'm so grateful I qualified for the Friday. I'm so grateful I qualified for the gala. Getting a photo with that guy in like a relaxed setting with nobody like telling you can't talk to him, you know. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. I'm so glad that I worked and I did it. And I mean, when I heard Quentin was the next speaker, I was like, I'm doing everything. I'm not missing the gala. I worked my butt off, and yeah, I'm grateful that I made it to that event. I'm so happy. So yeah, don't miss it, guys. It's really, you never know what it's gonna do for you. So yeah, that's my 5 cents.
Thank you. No, it's always special, and qualify for everything. You say the right thing, Miloska. Very, very important. I just go back to the previous slide I wanted to share with you. So congratulations to Chantal, and Edward. They got the prize for the 4th month now consecutive, 500 PPV. Part of the Club 500, also with the right amount of members already, and absolutely beautiful. They got their business cards now from the Club 500. Remember, we have a promotion for the team, and David Esterhusen, qualified for his first month of the Club 1000 for the supervisors, and he got a branded surprise gift. So he likes the new loudspeakers he has now at home. Maybe the right thing also for his fit camp, works with the fit camp, I'm not sure about. So there we had a lot of fun afterwards. Lieselgeld was also there, and Teresa Stuckey was also there. Unfortunately, I don't have them on a photo, but Ilana was also there, and it was for Ilana her very, very, very first leadership development weekend. So we want to hear from Ilana. I just saw her now on the call as well. Ilana, over to you. Just give us a little bit your feeling, how you felt about your first LDW, what stood out for you?
Hello guys. So it was amazing. Like Miloska said, yes, the fire is definitely back, and I'm excited. I can see that all of our futures are really bright. So the things that stood out for me that Quentin said is love equals life and fear equals death. And it's true, you have to have love for the products, and actually, you know, be interested in your customers and listen to them and help them, be honest with them, you know. And the other thing that also stood out for me, what he said, is the way he talks to people is he always says, what if I, would you? So that made a lot of sense for me. And also when he said how he gets people to come to his fit club or whatever. he says, would you come and give me feedback about what I'm doing? He's not saying, yes, come to my show or whatever and come buy my products and anything. He's just saying, come give me feedback on what you want.
Powerful, powerful, Ilana. So how do you feel? Would you go for the next LDW? Did you get really value out of it that you say you go to the next LDW?
Yes, most definitely.
Fantastic. I mean, Ilana qualified with 3 consecutive months, 500 PPV. This is exactly the member activation. This evening I had a conference call with her and her new member, a lady from Zimbabwe, who lives in South Africa, who want to get started now in the business. She got inspired from Ilana because Ilana is so inspired from the Leadership Development Weekend. So it's always a special vibe, which brings a special feeling, what you have inside you, but that this inspires actually other people. So it's quite interesting. A lot of people say often after an event, wow, I don't know, but business feels all of a sudden so much easier because you attract different people, you attract who you are and what you are. So thank you very much for all your thoughts. And I have already David now on the call. He called me just in. David, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
Fantastic, fantastic, David. I just put you on loudspeaker for the other people as well. Just share with us briefly, what did you get out of the Leadership Development Weekend? Brand new qualified supervisor, achieved club in our team qualification, and how did you? What inspired you the most at the Leadership Development Weekend?
Well, yeah, to be honest, I saw someone. Winston, 2 years older than me, a year older than me actually, and the way he's been doing business for the last 5.5 years, being humble, doing it in a way that I never expected it could be done. I always thought to myself, be serious, be business, and do it. But he's done it in a way so easy that every single person out there can do it. And to be honest, it got stuck in my mind so much that I just wanted to quit my job immediately. And that's how much confidence I've got from after this weekend.
Yeah.
Fantastic, fantastic. And I think David was so inspired that he went to the gym this evening already. And David, how do you feel about the next LDW?
I cannot wait to be there on the active world team qualification or higher.
That sounds like active supervisor at the LDW in July?
Yes, active world team. That's where I want to be.
Okay.
I've got 4 months. 3-4 months at total max because I want to go to Paris and I'm going to work.
That sounds serious. And I know David, in the meantime, when he puts his mind to something, he really makes it happen. And I know you're working close together with Miloska and FC. FC told us just now you get more involved in the HRMs and everything also as a speaker. So that's the right way to go. Absolutely exciting. Thank you so much. Thanks for everybody's feedback. Sorry that we can't take everybody on the call right now for the feedback. But if you want to share with us more feedback at a later stage, you're more than welcome. And I want to take you just a little bit through a couple of more ideas and what happened on the weekend. This is a group from Holland. This was a group from around about 20 people, young people, as you can see on the slide. They all came from Holland, inspired by one person who was last year in South Africa. And they all just didn't want to miss out on the Leadership Development Weekend. So they came especially for the Leadership Development Weekend. So please understand, when you ever have an excuse that you maybe have to drive 100 Ks to an event or to a meeting, or that you maybe have to spend 500 Rand for a ticket, please understand a flight ticket from Europe costs you easily around about 10,000 Rand, if not more. plus the ticket, and they invested. They saw it as an investment in themselves, in their future, in their success. And I think probably these were the people who got the most out of the training, because when you invest that kind of money, you really take serious notes, you're always there and fully in spite of all the opportunities. So just to share that with you, then we were at the most amazing gala dinner. Maybe one more sentence to our gala dinner qualifiers. Miloska and FC, how was the gala dinner for you?
Oh, it was amazing. The food was amazing. The venue was amazing. The photos were amazing.
The gala dinner is always amazing, always. If you'll understand, if you qualify for one, you'll qualify for everyone.
I just love hanging out with press team members. Like, I really feel like I'm around my people when I hang out with press team members.
Yeah.
So.
And everyone is really relaxed. It's not like with the LDW where everything is intense and there's a lot of people right there. Everyone is like really kicked back and relaxed.
And so you can ask them anything. And they'll talk to you.
Exactly. They can actually spend some time with you. Yeah. So
and I mean, you really just can go to the guest speaker like to anybody else and can say hi and can have a chat with them, and beautiful food. And so all I can say is really qualify for the gala dinner. It's there for you, so why not going for it? And it's actually, when you focus on the gala dinner, it helps you to build your business at the same time the right way, because all the qualifications are always there to build your business the right way. One more time, Quentin Rebois, have a close look, because he's gone soon now out of South Africa. And I want to share with you now a little bit the information, what FC was talking already about. The new membership pack was launched on the weekend. We heard it already in Cape Town at the Leadership Development Weekend, but also now in Johannesburg. And finally, it is available, yay, on Tuesday. So tomorrow, it will be in all sales centers available, the brand new MAP pack, the brand new MAP membership pack. And there is a reason why it was created and how it is created and how it can help us. So first of all, make a note, the membership pack we had in the past will still be available. So when you apply online, when a new member applies online, they have basically the choice if they want to have the MAP pack or if they want to have the normal membership pack, what we had in the past. So obviously, when you send somebody on the online application form, you want to inform them beforehand which membership you suggest they should have. And understand why it was launched and why we wanted to have such a membership pack. And there went a lot of effort into it. It's basically, we have different members. We have members or customers who just sign up for the discount on the products. We have customers who want to purchase more products because they want to supply also their family. And then we have people who want to earn an extra income, or they want really to build a serious business. And then we have sometimes members where we actually not sure yet what they want to have. They just wanted to become a member. They are maybe inspired by their sponsor, but there's not clear basically which direction they are going. So as I said already, we have in the future both membership pack, and FC explained it already nicely. The new membership pack, I mean, an absolutely adorable bag what we have there. I mean, I can tell you already, I buy tomorrow one bag just for myself because I like the bag. But also, I want to know all the material which is in it. The trial pack, no problem. The shakers, no problem. But there is business content in it. And because I want to know what my member is getting in the future, I want to read through everything. I want to understand everything. So I basically have chosen to buy one membership pack for myself. Yes, I can sell the trial packs, I can sell the shakers, that's not a problem. But I really want to have that new business content, and I want to have the bag, as I said. But what do you get basically with the new membership pack? So there's, take good note or take a photo of it. So you get not just the bag, you get the trial packs, you get the shakers. And by the way, the trial pack, as we know, we sell for 99 or let's say 100 Rand. The shaker, which is in the bag, is worth 89 Rand. So basically, a pack completely, the 3 trial packs and the 3 shakers has already a value of 564 Rand. So this is quite something, because the selling price is actually less than 564. Then we have a referral sheet in it. So you will hear a lot in our Monday calls in the future how to work with referrals, how to work with a certain name list. So already next week we get started with our awesome Active World team, Liesel Chardim, who already collected a lot of ideas, and not just ideas, experience to work with the WhatsApp status, to work a little bit intensely on social media, and how to work with the name list. So we go more and more into the nitty-gritty, because what we figured out in the past is we often say to the people, invite some people for the shake party. But they often don't do, because they have that fear of making the contact. We often tell them, send some WhatsApp messages to this and that person, but they actually all of a sudden get stuck because they don't know what exactly to write to the person. So we will give you exactly what to write on a WhatsApp message what a new member can basically send out message by message to the member, to their circle of influence. Then we have training essentials flyers, online tool flyers, the map brochure, the membership activation program. So if you are new and you're on the call just now and don't understand what means MAP, MAP stands for Member Activation Program. The goal is that we don't have any members anymore signed up who are doing nothing. We want that members get excited to use the products and continue using the products because they feel the difference, and obviously have at least 2-3 customers in their circle of influence and therefore the membership pack is ideal. The first 90-day checklist, a product brochure, a price list, a distributor application form, obviously, and there is a rule book also with it. And there is lots of online support, as we heard already. There is a landing page and a pop-up banner. There is an explanation what is MAP. There is a step to build your success story. We all know our business depends on our story. So it's important that you learn and your new member learns how to build your own success story. The wellness evaluation, a form to do a proper wellness evaluation, invitation training, 90-day checklist, and you name it. Everything is there also as an online support tool. And we heard it already from SC. There's an SMS system in place which basically will send messages to your brand new member who signed up with the new member pack. But at the same time, you as a sponsor gets also that SMS so that you know, this is actually what I should do or could do with my member. This is the information my new member got. I find that just absolutely fascinating what is possible. So obviously you can choose which membership pack is right for the person you're working with. We still have a flow that we make a proper evaluation for somebody who wants to have a membership pack. We still like to have our person before they get the membership pack on the product so that the people have at least experienced the trial pack to understand the product and really value the product, understand the importance of the healthy breakfast. So don't underestimate that process. We still stick to that process. But obviously now they can use with the new membership pack, the 3 trial packs for friends and family to get them as well inspired on the program. So the new membership pack contains the 3 trial packs, the 3 shakers, a plan to get, we went through that already, so I don't want to repeat it now again. It's just quickly there if you want to take a photo. And this is how the new membership pack looks like and all the material you find in it. And the suggested selling price we heard already is 529. So as I calculated already for you, the 3 trial packs and the 3 shakers you see on the picture, it's actually 564. And so basically when somebody really sells the 3 trial pack and wants to get also money for the shaker, they have already more money back than they have paid for the membership pack. So absolutely fascinating, the calculation around it and the possibility to work with it. So what is the advantage of the new membership pack? What does MAP stand for? Let me repeat that quickly because it's important for you to understand. Member Activation Program, that's MAP. And it basically walks into our success formula, which is 500 by 3 plus 2. So the goal is that each member uses the products. Actually, we heard it on the weekend so often, the successful people really use the product like their life depends on it, because they understand. And I think even more, Miloska, your example was so spot on. We really have to use the products more serious, like our life depends on it. And it has at least 3 to 5, that the new member at least has 3 to 5 friends, family members on the program. Now, with the passion, and this is where we need to shift a little bit our mindset, with the passion, I want to make a difference in other people's lives. Not just that I get rid of the trial packs, no. Each member, each person has at least 3, 4, 5 or more people where there is the need for more energy, where there is the need to learn about a healthy breakfast, where there is the need, and this is where we need to become smart. How can we inform somebody who signs up as a member and help them that their circle of influence is informed? And I love actually also to talk about accountability. When I have a customer who wants to sign up just for the discount, in my head, it just does not fit in. In my head is this customer, yes, they can have the discount, but I know this customer has a husband, or this customer has friends, has family, has children. They need to know at least what my customer is doing. Meaning they need to know at least what is a shake tea aloe and why my customer is using that for breakfast. So I ask actually my customer, please do me a favor that I can explain your friends and family what you're doing and why you're using shake tea aloe for breakfast, not more. I want to sample the products to them, and that's it. If somebody is interested in more, great. But it's important for you that I inform your friends and your family. And I understand you don't want to do the business, but it's important for me that your friends and family know what you know, so that we are safe. Then only I have done a good job. Can we please send a message to your friends and your family and invite them for a little nutrition get-together, or a little healthy breakfast get-together, or a little Saturday breakfast get-together, or a little fit party get-together? I really initiate a get-together which suits my customers' needs. So when my customer like a little bit fitness together, then I make a little get-together fit party where we sample the shake and the tea, just that I get the possibility to talk to the friends and family for my customer who just want to sign up for discount. And this is ideal where the new member pack also fits in. When somebody is already on the products and want to continue on the products, when they take that new membership pack where they have 3 trials, it's basically, who can I give that new trial? Who can I give these 3 trial packs? And this can already kickstart a momentum where you thought your customer just signs up for the discount, and they say, I just sign up for the discount, but obviously, when they see now, wow, this one is starting, and now the upgrades come in, now they see all of a sudden, wow, I can make a little bit extra money. Wow, I maybe can make it out for an extra to pay for my own products and get my own products for free. So it's a small plan, but it can make a huge difference for somebody. Maybe can kickstart for them the confidence, I want to have a closer look at the business, and you take them with you to the next HOM or to the next BBS, and now they see the bigger picture. So don't underestimate that possibility. So when a person, I just explained now how we can work basically with a person, and I just wrote it down there again. So we have either people who want to have just the discount, we have people who want to start a business, we have people who are looking for an extra income. In my personal opinion, this new member pack is ideal for everybody when you have responsibility and understand your responsibility, how to work with that person. Because what you want to have in your head, your goal is member activation. Your goal is that your member who signs up with the member pack, that they continue using the products, that they really that you continue with a great follow-up, that they get great results, that you continue asking for referrals, because the moment you start to get referrals, the moment you set up there a shake party or beauty party, and the moment they get trial packs out, the moment you have basically a customer who becomes a member with the new member pack and they get their first 2-3 trial packs out, this is the member where you kickstart member activation. Maybe even not that they think about member activation, maybe even not with thinking about making extra money. But what if, and I started that actually with a couple of my customers who came to the meeting and they told me then, Bea, I want to sign up just for the discount. I said, how would it be if you get a free NutriBullet from Herbalife? And they were like, how can I get a free NutriBullet? And I just started to work with them as I explained it to you right now, invited basically friends and family, because I said to them, if you have 3, 4, 5 people joining you on your health journey, and that can help you to be more accountable. This can mean for you, when we have 3 consecutive months, 500 volume points, that you get a NutriBullet, that awesome blender which I have for free. And this is what drives the people. So they come for discount, they come for the NutriBullet, but they end up being more and more into the business because now they start to make money. When somebody is doing 500 PPV, you know that already, they earn their 1,000, 1,500 Rand. It makes already a difference for them. The moment they get the NutriBullet, it makes already a difference for them. And you just need to be open enough that you are not focused on the NutriBullet only, because now you have their circle of influence, they are on the products, and you start to invite these people as well to the HOM. So possibly there's a person who is more serious, interested in the business. And this is basically what you need to see for yourself, the bigger picture, that you're basically searching by building the relationship to your customer who became a member, and by their people, that you search there for building the relationship, and probably they want to get started. So this is all about the new membership pack. If you have their questions, just come back to me. We get started with the new membership pack tomorrow. For sure, we will get more and more experience about it and make more and more training about it. And this is why it's important, especially now in these times, that you find yourself at the next training. So watch out really. Where's the next HOM in your region? Where's the next BBS in your region? Don't miss that out. You have to go there. And I remind you, just the people from Holland came all the way from Holland just to be at the Leadership Development Weekend in Joburg. So if you need to drive 100K or 200Ks, invest that in yourself. It's really investment in yourself. And then obviously we look also at the next Leadership Development Weekend. It's always that you basically think, okay, how many people can I invite? How many people can I take with me? But even if nobody goes with you in the beginning, go by yourself, because through the events you become the attractive person where people sooner or later want to be with you. So the game plan for the next 90 days is really that you look, where's the next HOM, that you have weekly at least 1 or 2 HOMs where you always can plug in yourself, mingle around successful people, because success rubs off. And with that, you become more attractive, that more and more people will come on a regular basis with you. Might not happen with the first meeting, but over time it will happen. The next BBS, you want to get that vibe from the Leadership Development Weekend. All the successful people who were at the LDW will be at the next BBSs. So you want to get that energy back. You want to soak that energy up, because this makes you more attractive for the marketplace. This makes you stronger and stronger. And then obviously everybody is focused now on the next Leadership Development Weekend. Yes, we have another Leadership Development Weekend. That's the good news. But the bad news is it's only in July. But the good news with that is that we have time to qualify ourselves For the event itself, it's 3 consecutive months, 500 person purchase volume, or you become a brand new qualified supervisor. I know Ilana is knocking on that door already, and there's a couple of people also knocking on that door already, yeah. But also our focus must be now, how many people can we take with us to the Leadership Development Weekend? Because you don't want, if you have been already at the Leadership Development Weekend, you don't want to go there just for Saturday, Sunday. You want to be in the Friday training as an active supervisor. You want to be with 2 MAP qualifiers at least at the Leadership Development Weekend, because when you're an active supervisor by July and you have 2 MAP qualifiers, you're in the gala dinner. And that's for certain also brings you closer to the Paris Extravaganza, and everybody is spot on really going for the Paris Extravaganza. It will be a big movement this year from South Africa going to Paris for the European Extravaganza. We never ever will have such an event again, that's for sure. And this is why everybody who is serious about his future takes really that opportunity to qualify for supervisor as soon as possible and accumulate at least the 500 total volume points in the qualification period from January till August. But for those who take it one step further, you heard already David talking about it early on, they just go full speed onto active World Team qualification, where you get an extra $500 bonus from Herbalife, and you get 12,000 Rand travel voucher from Herbalife to go to Paris. Plus, they take you on a lifestyle day to experience Paris on the expense of Herbalife. So Herbalife pays for that. They spend actually millions of Rand for such a lifestyle day. So it will be really mind-boggling what we can expect there. So, and as I said earlier on, the Leadership Development Weekend, put it already, the dates in your diary for September. The Paris Extravaganza is the 21st till the 23rd September. You want to have that in your diary. If you are still working in a normal shop, you want to put leave in there. And then the July Leadership Development Weekend, 20 till 22nd of July in Cape Town, and 27 till 29th in Johannesburg. And the most awesome guest speaker we get to that event, his name is Ertan. Ertan built all his, most of his business as an immigrant in Austria. So he's Turkish. He started his business. He was a worker on the shop floor. He didn't have much, but what he saw is really the opportunity in Herbalife. And he started the business very part-time with babies. I remember the times he went to meetings with babies on his arm, to shake parties where he had babies on his arm, because both of them got started together, his wife and himself, but they needed to look after the babies as well. And today they are one of the most inspiring president team. In a very short time, he qualified for the president team. They have done a lot of their business with shake parties, with community, and understand how difficult it is or seems to be sometimes for an immigrant to become successful in any other business, but Herbalife makes it possible when you put your mind to it. So we get a lot of inspiration in July. But it's obviously the time that we use now, the time-wise, and think of, and I ask you actually tonight after the call latest, if you haven't done it already, put a number down. Put a number down. Where do you want to be in July? Which marketing plan level would you like to be? Would you like to be in the Friday training? Then put it down. I'm qualified for the Friday training in July 2018 at the Leadership Development Weekend. If you want to be in the gala dinner, write down gala dinner. Think already which kind of dress you're wearing, whatever you do. But then put a number down. I can see Ilana likes that idea of a nice dress for the gala dinner. but then also put a number down. How many people will you have, not would you like, will you have? Be certain. Put a number down realistically. Think about it. How many people will you have with you in the Friday training? How many people will you have with you at the gala dinner, if you can think that big already? But at least think of how many members who achieve, who you support 3 times 500 ppv, meaning MEP qualifiers. How many MEP qualifiers will you have with you at the Leadership Development Weekend in July? This thinking, this attitude will be the game changer for you for the entire year. And this must be a focus for you. So I really suggest put the number down right now, and this number, put it on your mirror, put it everywhere that you see it all the time. This is what we are aiming for. I want to close here. I'm super, super excited. I want to say a big thank you to Ilana, to David, who is still on the phone and listening, to FC, Frederick, thank you so much, and also Miloska, taking time this evening. I know you're so excited and hardly could find time actually today to be on the call, because you're talking to so many people and you will inspire many. Thanks to each one of you who is on the call tonight, and a special thank you to all of you, because I know you are out every single day to make a difference in other people's lives, and this is what the world out needs there. So thank you very much for each one of you, talking to people, wearing the badge, making a difference. Give somebody a sample of the shake and the tea and the aloe. This makes all the difference. So in closing, thank you very much. Have an awesome evening. Take good care of yourself, and see you soon again. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. You have all closed your microphone, so I can't hear you. Bye, Robin. How are you?
Bye. Bye. My Wi-Fi wasn't working. I missed a whole lot.
Yeah, okay.